Hello everybody, it's Patty here, the Alaskan Cross Stitcher. Today is October the 16th, 2023, and this is episode 241. On today's show, I have whips, I have haul, I have an FO, and I have a new project. So sit back and relax, grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was relatively good. I had some fun trying to get used to driving my truck. If you haven't been with me before, March, I bought a new truck. It's a four-wheel drive. It's the first time I've ever had a four-wheel drive vehicle. So I'm trying to get used to the four-wheel drive, trying to get used to driving a truck. Since there's no weight in the back, it kind of gets squirrely every once in a while, unless it's in four-wheel drive. And if it's in four-wheel drive and you try to do sharp corners on dry pavement, it kind of staggers a little bit. So it's a constant switching it in and out. I am mostly driving around in two-wheel drive right now because this weekend it was very warm. It actually melted most of the snow that was on the road. So in the morning it's slippery, but by the afternoon it's been burnt off and it's wet from the snow melting. So it's relatively like you're driving on wet roads. So I've had to get used to driving the truck, which is it's getting better. I'm not as nervous white knuckling it, but I'll get it. It'll be fine. Wednesday, I went and saw my mom. We didn't have a very long visit. She was in and out of it just because I think she had just woken up, and so her mind wasn't on all cylinders yet. But I did stay there for a little bit, and I just told her to just go back to sleep, and I left. Friday. I did go to knitting, and that was a lot of fun. We had a really nice conversation. It was kind of cold. We went to the Starbucks in town, and it was a little chilly in there, but we moved to where the sun was beaming in, so it was nice sitting over there. So we had a nice about 2 hours, hour and a half, 2 hour knitting session. And then Sunday, we had the littles. They had a really great time. And then we had my middle son, which is their father's birthday party. And that was a nice success. I did chat with my mom. I had her chat with my two sons that still live here. My third son lives in the Dallas-Fort Worth kind of area. He is a airplane mechanic, and he was going to learn how to do inspections. So he is now in Tennessee taking a course so he can have that inspection behind his name as well, so he can do those and sign off. So that's really exciting for him. So we were able to talk to him as well during the party, so that was nice. And today my hubs is home. He went and saw the nose specialist, and the nose specialist actually told him that his nose is doing really well. The humidifier is helping him immensely, and his nose is healing, and the doctor is not comfortable right now with cauterizing it. So we're just going to be playing a waiting game to see how it all helps. And he's going to have to buy a humidifier for the office and probably set it on his desk at the office, so he is not in such dry, because it's really dry at the office. But he decided to take today off, and so he's back in his little office at the house. He's probably working. He's just not at work. So hopefully he will stay back there and won't come to investigate what I'm doing. So shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. Okay, I think we'll start with the finished object. I finished the Cricut collection October. And this one is, oh, I don't have that anymore, what it was stitched on. So I don't remember what this is, and I'm really sorry. I know it's a 32 count, and I think it was a Swigart, but I'm not sure. And I'm really sorry, I don't even have that paper at all anymore. But here is what October looks like. I even have the owl button and the 2 leaves. So I absolutely love how this turned out, and it went really fast. I mean, it didn't take me, I was done with this by Saturday night. So like I said, I moved this into the nighttime and weekend stitching, so I worked on it Friday, Saturday, and got it completed. So yay, I am so happy with that being done. I did not start Merry Christmas. I have decided to wait until December to start that, maybe. I'm still thinking, but I am definitely going to be starting that. If I don't start it in December, it will be one of the starts that I do in the next year, but I'll have to wait and see. So that was my finished object, and I guess I'll jump into my new project. I went ahead and started the Fox and Rabbit that I received. So if you didn't watch my unboxing, I got a box from Stitch and Button, and this is the bag, the pattern. It also came with a floss holder, and then it had a needle or a pin to use with pin cushions. So these are the colors that I pulled. I just pulled random colors to do this project. And I started this. I moved this to my Friday, Saturday, Sunday stitch plus night stitching so I can get it finished rather quickly. And I got a pretty good start on it. Oops. And this is where I'm at. This is being stitched on 32 count Thebes by Seraphim Fabric. And the black is Raven. So like I said, I just pulled from my stash of floss. And I am doing this in rows of columns of 10, since I don't think you can really tell the difference right now. But if you could, I figured it would look like the ribs of the pumpkin. So I just decided to do that. I also received this needle minder from that Stitch and Button package. So it was a really great package. Yay, so you will see lots of progress and maybe even a finish. I'm hoping for a finish because there's really not a lot on this, but we shall see. So I'll show you that again. So yeah, there's really not a lot. Oh, and fabric, I should show that. The fabric is really cool. It's a haunted house, and I really like these pumpkins, which are these pumpkins inside. So yeah, this is a really cool bag. Okay, and then of course I've been working on the Stitchonomy Halloween 2023 stitch along, and I have kept up to date with that. I'm really happy about keeping up to date. This is the first thing that I stitch during the day, so that's why this is a little bit later, because I wanted to make sure I got it finished. So I think it was, see. So I think you might have seen this. If not, this is what I've done so far. But yeah, this is on 18 count fabric from Loops and Threads, and I believe it is their just their natural Aida. So really cool. Very, very cool. And then I worked on, oops, just dropped it. I'll have to pick it up here. This is a Chair Stitches, a Halloween Quaker sampler. And I'm using the called for floss, which is the silk floss. And this is being stitched on 36 count light Mocha Edinburgh. And I think this is a Zweigart. So I didn't get a whole lot of this one accomplished, but I did finish that half of the bat, moved down and started to get to this bat. And then I worked on that purple there. So yeah, I almost want to put this in the nightly stitching as soon as I'm done with Graveyard Jack, but I'll have to wait and see if that's what I do. I'm still in that frame of mind. Then the last thing I worked on this week is Nevermore by Leela Studios. I am stitching this on 32 count Valspar by Picture This Plus. Valspar is the called for, but she calls for 40, and I just went for a 32. And let's see, I filled in the color here. There was a couple of them that needed to be filled in, and I did, I think like it was this color that needed to be filled in down here because I did this leaf, and then I started working on, there's a 2-part border, so this is the first part. So, and I decided to work it the color this way, where I follow, like stitch all of this and then stitch this separately instead of going line by line. So that's why it looks like that. But I'm really excited to work on this too. I mean, there's so many of these Halloween things that I'd love to get finished, but yeah, not happening as fast as I would like it to. So that was all of the stitching I worked on. So the new project, the finished project, awesome. I mean, this video is going to be very short because I only got one thing in this week, and in fact it came in today. So I picked up a Silks For You hank. So Silks For You, and this is PR 205. Yeah, 205, and this is her Halloween color. And I just absolutely thought it was beautiful. So it's got this pink and purple, or it's pink and orange and blue and black. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it, but I have I have one that is a Halloween one that was just charted in black, so I might do that with this. So I'll have to wait and see, but it's so beautiful. I'm so happy with it. So that was the newest purchase. I have to hang it up on my ever-growing floss wall. And I think when I cut it, I'm just going to cut the oranges. So just cut here, and that way black is on one section. You know, all the colors will have their own section. So, or you know what I mean. Oh, at least I hope you know what I mean. So it'll be here and here. So it'll be a continue, you know, it'll be the same. They'll look the same kind of, but yeah, beautiful and feels so good. I really like Silks For You. So I was really happy with that. And it was on sale because it is her new Halloween color. Okay, plans. You already know I'm going to be working on Graveyard Jack. I've got this. I've got 3 projects over here that I didn't touch last week. So I will be pulling from them first before I start the rotation over again for Halloween. Yeah. So looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. Like I said, this one was going to be short and sweet. So I hope that you found something in, and you'll like and subscribe if you're a new viewer. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back week after week. I really do appreciate it. And I know all of our other fellow floss tubers appreciate it as well. So I hope that you are all staying safe, healthy, and happy, and I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.